The last section is cryptocurrency and fraud, and I'm going to talk about a pump and dump scheme. So first, we kind of know what cryptocurrency is. So I removed the section where I describe in detail what cryptocurrency is. I think you can see it in the text where I describe how it works. But for here, I can just say generally, it's used as a medium of exchange because it has the same qualities as paper money. It's a limited supply. The same unit cannot be exchanged twice, and the currency can be divisible into smaller units. I'm going to regret leaving this in the video, but I'm not going to take it out. No one's perfect. Cryptocurrencies are very susceptible to fraud because they're complicated and people can be easily conned. So when I first did this, there was no central body organizing and policing the exchanges of cryptocurrency. Bitcoin was, and I guess still is, the most well-known cryptocurrency. But when Bitcoin became a thing, it was not regulated by the Security and Exchange Commission, which is the body that regulates our monetary supply and monetary policies. And so it wasn't. But now I think that it is. In fact, the case that I'm going to bring up was brought by the SEC, the Security and Exchange Commission. So that's an indicator that it is regulated now. So here's the case. Kim Kardashian, Floyd Mayweather, a retired boxer who I think sometimes does these kind of celebrity things. He makes a lot of money from those things. And Paul Pierce, a retired professional basketball player, was sued over promoting Ethereum Max, which is a cryptocurrency. What they did, and this is a class action lawsuit, meaning that so the SEC is bringing this this case against these three, and it's class action in that it's a lot of people who they are representing, all who have been a victim or claiming that they were a victim of this fraudulent promotion. So I'll just kind of read here what's going on. Now all three celebrities are being sued by an aggrieved investor who alleges they colluded with Emax, that's Ethereum Max, co-founders Steve Gentile and Giovanni Perrone to pump the price of the token and then dump them, leaving average investors holding the mostly worthless bag. So they're going to say a lot about this cryptocurrency and saying things that aren't true, and then they're going to sell it off, and they're going to make a lot of money, and probably even the founders are going to make a lot of money, and then they're going to sell off this currency, and they'll make money from it. But the people who paid for it, who bought this currency thinking that this is a great thing, is left with nothing. So I'll just read the last sentence here. In truth, defendants marketed the Emax tokens to investors so that they could sell their portion of the float of the profits, right? Or for profit, right? So once you hype this thing up, then the cryptocurrency rises in price, you know, it's the float, and then they sell it for a profit. Oh, by the way, wait a minute, let me go back to this. So Kardashian has settled out of court, and she's paid the SEC $1.26 million for hyping this thing up and being a part of this. Now, it doesn't mean that she's guilty. Settling just means that you just don't want to go through you just don't want to go through court. So it might be that she might say, no, I was being truthful in what I was doing. I just don't want to have the bad publicity. Who knows? But she settled. Not so much Mayweather and Pierce at the time of this video lecture. So the process of pump and dump is a simple one. This is the example that's in your text. So Joe owns a stock company at that point, and he's, it's a publicly listed, I'm sorry, Joe owns stock in a company, and his stock is worth $50 per share. So he says, all right, he contacts, some of his friends, hopefully people who have influence online. He says, all right, let's spread a rumor that the company in which we own stock in is about to be bought by Elon Musk, right? And he's going to invest so much in this company, right? And it's going to be worth billions in the next couple of years, right? Oh, this is a lie. unless he's talking about Twitter. Right? So this is a lie, right? So he they start spreading this information, right? And that's going to increase the value of the stock because people want that stock now. Oh, we want to buy this. We want to buy this before Elon Musk comes in and turns this company into this billion-dollar enterprise, right? So that's the pump. So as more and more people are trying to buy the stock's value goes up. So all of a sudden, Joe's stock goes from $50 per share to $500 per share. That's a big jump. That wouldn't happen in reality. It would go up, but I don't think it'd go up tenfold. So that's the pump. So then the dump is like, all right, this stock is inflated far more than it should be based on a lie. So I'm going to sell it now. So many people want this bumped up stock. So Joe sells his stock at the inflated price, makes a nice profit. And then eventually the fraud comes out. Investors realize that the rumors were false. They start to sell their stock and they're trying to sell it before it drops down to almost nothing or back to the original $50, right? And so they sell the stock and they lose money. So that's the pump and dump scheme.